Hi, I'm Georgia, and today we're going to do the letter F.
Play, play, play along. Come on and play along. Play, play, play along. Come on and play along.
So today's letter is the letter F. Now to make an F, your thumb and your index finger are going to be touching and the other three fingers are up. And the F is a single sound consonant, which means that most of the time when you see an English word with a letter F, it's going to make the sound of F. So everybody, do the F and then let's all make that F sound. Okay, that's the letter F. So we're going to have lots of words that start with the letter F. And to review from last week, when we did the letter E, one of our words was eat. Remember that? This is eat. Well, it's the same sign for the sign for food. Food. So I like to eat food. And one of my favorite foods would be fruit. So you're going to take that. This is an initialized sign. So you're going to take the F, your F hand right here, and you're going to twist it at your chin, right by your mouth. This is a sign for fruit. Fruit. So everybody do this. Make that F and you're going to go fruit. Oh gosh, there are so many fruits. I don't even know which is my favorite. They're all good. Okay. Another sign that's initialized would be the sign. You make two F's here. You have an F in right and left hand. You're going to start in the middle and you're going to circle it around. This is a sign for family. Family. And so we have this where it's like we're encompassing all these people that are part of our family. Another word that uses the F letter in the sign would be, you're going to make that F and turn it around and circle it around. This is a sign for Friday. Friday. So all of the days of the week, well, there's an exception because Sunday's not, but you're going to take that initial letter and you're going to circle it around. This is a sign for Friday. Now, some words like this one, I couldn't figure out a picture for it. I couldn't find a picture for it, so I just wrote the word find. So again, you're going to take, it's the same sign as pick up. So this is the sign for find. Now some people, I like to do it this way, where you put a hand right here. It's like you find, like, woo, look what I found. Okay, this is a sign for find. So when you come up, your hand is going to be using that F initial. Find. Most of our body parts in ASL, like you're going to point to your eyes, you're going to grab, remember ear? We just grab the bottom of our ear. Well, the sign for face, you take your index finger, your pointer finger, and you're going to circle around your face. This is a sign for face. Okay? Face. And the sign for fun, all right, you're going to take your two fingers and you're going to touch your nose and then you're going to come down and touch these two fingers. You're going to have two H hands, and you're going to come by your nose and come down here. This is a sign for fun. And for funny, you're going to just kind of brush your nose twice. This is a sign for funny, and this is a sign for fun. So let's use these in a sentence. Okay, I love to have fun watching funny movies. For flower, what do we do with flowers? We smell them. So you're going to take your closed hand like this and you're going to go on this side of your nose and then this side of your nose. So I love to smell flowers out in the garden. For fish, you can take this hand and it's like you're going to wiggle it. It's like it's swimming through the water. This fish. Oh, what's a good sentence for fish? Let's use fish in a sentence. The fish were swimming in the lake. Another animal that starts with the letter F is frog. So you put your hand underneath your chin and you bounce these two fingers out like the little frog legs. You know, the frogs were jumping on the lily pad. Frog. Frog. And this is another word, I couldn't figure out how to make a picture for it. This is a sign for fast. Fast. You're going to flick your thumbs out. So you put your thumbs right here and you're going to just flick them out like that, like fast. I like to run fast. And the sign for fire. Okay, so you're going to take two hands. One's a little higher than the other and you're going to circle them around and wiggle your fingers. This is a sign for fire. Fire. When I go camping, I like to build a nice campfire. Now, your chest area is like the polite, you know, like you're pleased, thank you, all these happy signs are here. This is a sign for fine. Fine, as in I feel fine. So you're going to take your flat hand here and you're going to be tapping your thumb to your chest. I feel fine. It's a fine day. And for friend, this is the letter X. So you're going to take an X here, you're going to hook them here, and then you're going to flip them around. This is a sign for friend, because friends are forever, right? They're linked together. They do all kinds of fun things together. I love to have lunch with my friend because we talk about all kinds of fun stuff. So those are all the words that we have today that start with the letter F. Now, you want to review and get ready because we're going to have a really funny story about Fred and his camping trip with his family. Okay? So practice and get ready. Okay, are you ready? It's story time. Here we go. Okay. Once upon a time, Anna, my Fred and his went on a camping trip. When they got there, they went on a hike. They saw in a pond and lots of in the lake. There were beautiful in the meadow. Now across this big meadow was a bear, so they ran really back to their campsite. When they got there, they built and had lots of roasting marshmallows and singing songs. They brought lots of to eat with lots of fresh. At night, they went to sleep in their tents. And when they woke up, poor Fred, he had a mosquito bite on his. But he looked through, there's gear to some lotion, so he put that on his, and his was, it was a really camping trip. And they lived happily ever after. Okay, now this is the second time I'm going to be telling this story, so if you need to review those words, you do it now. Here we go. Once upon a time, Anna, my Fred and his went on a camping trip. When they got there, they went on a hike. They saw in a pond and lots of in the lake. There were beautiful in this meadow. Now across this big meadow they saw a big bear, so they ran really back to their campsite. When they got to their campsite, they built they had lots of, as they sang songs and roasted marshmallows. They brought lots of with them, including lots of fresh. At night, they went to sleep in their tents. But in the morning, poor Fred, he woke up and he'd had a mosquito bite on his. But he looked through their gear to some lotion and he put that on his, and he was, this was a really camping trip, and they lived happily ever after. Okay, now this was the letter F. Next week, be sure you subscribe and stay tuned because we're going to be doing the letter G. And share us with your friends, okay? Have a good week.
Play, play, play along. Come on and play along. Play, play, play